This isn't a phase. This is now who we are. Welcome to the Dammit Rad Podcast. I'm your host, Rad. As always, we have Dammit Bear by my side. And then we have Sebastian, King of Hearts, on the end.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
The full moon hangs high over the Louisiana swampland. The bright lights of the stars flicker in the murky licks of waves near the towering, ominous cypress trees. Frogs croak their songs to the distance, and mosquitoes buzz and fly, looking for their next meal. There's a howl in the near distance. It sounds like a wolf, but something's a little off. Standing on two legs, on top of a fallen moss-covered tree, is a large, snarling beast. It throws its head back out a blood-curdling howl to the moon. That's no werewolf. That's what the Louisianians call a Rougarou-chow.
Rougarou-chow.
Not Rougarou-chow. A Rougarou.
It's just a regular Rougarou.
For those of you who don't know what a Rougarou is, it is basically a Cajun werewolf that goes around and fucks up anything it sees. And it is probably the scariest thing kids in South Louisiana were ever told about.
Absolutely.
And that is our monster of the week. Also, another monster of the week is Sean Vincent Gillis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a. We'll talk about him in a little bit.
We'll talk about that guy.
Happy Halloween to everybody. As you notice, we're dressed up. This isn't a phase. This is how we're going to dress up from here on out.
Right.
It's who we are. At our core. Bear is not happy right now.
It just feels so weird, man. It just feels so different.
Somebody wasn't a theater.
It feels so weird.
This is the first time.
You know what hurt? You know what hurt the worst part about this?
Your pride?
Yeah, like whenever we were done, what's your sister's name? Madeline.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Madeline. Fantastic.
Great job.
Whenever we were done, Madeline goes, "Your facial hair looks good with this." I was like, thank you so much.
So this is the night of Halloween, and we look like three queens.
We do.
I feel like I should be in a drag show, honestly.
So don't get so randy,
Yeah.
because now we talk about candy.
Yeah. That was a good one. That was a good little intro into it.
Oh, that one's close.
So let's
You like
start.
that one?
That's all one.
Let's start with the best Halloween candy.
The best Halloween candies.
Oh, fuck,
Yes.
man.
Jesus.
I mean, anything full size, honestly.
Are
Are we talking about like just Halloween candy or candy that people give out during?
Halloween candy. You go, you trick or treat. They give you your candy, and you deuce.
You don't. I mean, you leave.
No, you deuce in their pumpkin. It's
you-
called a
yeah,
prank. It's the trick.
Yeah, you shit in the pumpkin.
That sounds like you would do that for the worst.
All right. So the best candy that you can get from a house. I remember back in the day when they used to have the pumpkin Reese's cups.
They still
They still have them.
I haven't seen them
Dude,
in quite some time.
The shaped Reese's are always the best.
The shape
Always.
just makes it so much better.
I don't know why
And
they're so much better, but shaped Reese's.
And the egg-shaped Reese's are the best Reese's in my opinion.
Absolutely.
However, the pumpkin is a very close second. Number two.
Dude, we got to do a ranking system on all the different Reese's.
So, what I used to really enjoy was the little 100 grams. They used to have those, and those were the tits. Those were fucking awesome.
You know,
Those of us.
a Halloween candy that I don't really see outside of Halloween. That it's that like black and orange. I don't even know what it is. It's like peanut butter or something. It's just black and orange in a black or orange wrapper. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
What's the candy color itself?
It's like a caramel
toffee?
color.
It's like
almost.
toffee almost.
Yeah, but it's like
the old lady candy.
Yeah, but you only ever see it during Halloween.
And versus.
Okay.
I mean, very, very. I don't even know what it is.
One of the candies I really like that I can't find a full-size bar of, it's not my favorite, but I really like it, Crackle.
Crackle. Oh!
It's like a Crunch Bar, but made by Hershey's.
Yeah.
And they only come in like the mini ones.
I don't think I've ever seen a full size.
I've never seen a full-size one. It's insane. But Crackle, and my favorite Halloween candy, Snickers.
There.
I love caramel.
It's because of the Dick Vans, isn't it?
Dude, the Dick Vans make it.
Does it?
Did you know that the white chocolate Snickers is 2 inches smaller than the regular Snickers?
It's science.
Little known fact.
I didn't know that.
I don't know if that's really either. I'm just...
Wait, Crackle? Oh, wait.
Yeah, Crackle.
No!
Yeah,
Okay.
hey, Crackle's the shit.
I think Crackle and Crunch Bar is the same fucking thing.
I don't think so. No,
Crunch
it's
is made by
different.
Nestle. Crackle's made by
Crackle
Hershey's.
has such a different bite to it. I don't know why.
The different percentage of cocoa in the chocolate.
Yeah, like it's a different taste than Crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Like Crunch, I don't really care for Crunch bars, but Bunch of Crunch,
Bunch of Crunch.
I'll fuck that up every day.
Wait, are Bunch of Crunches the ones that are like the little, it looks like rabbit turds that are lumpy?
I always thought it looked like chocolate popcorn.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Okay. Alright.
Now, we've talked about the best.
Let's
talk about
talk
the worst.
Let's talk about
Alright.
the worst. The worst Halloween candy is candy corn.
Thank you! Candy corn is the fucking worst.
It is awful.
Oh my
It's
god.
basically just
It's
colored
fucking
wax.
horrible. It is.
It
It's
tastes like a
gross.
candle.
It's disgusting. It's just
If somebody gives me candy corn, I am shitting in their pumpkin and rolling their house. If somebody gives me candy corn, I'm shitting in a pumpkin and rolling their fucking house.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and start making these eggs just smell terrible. Just leave them out, especially with this heat. That way, we'll be good.
Yeah, I mean,
For next year.
we'll be good for this year. It's so damn hot.
That's true.
I do have one that's very comparable to candy corn.
Well, if it's the candy pumpkin, obviously.
No, it's not the candy pumpkin.
The Krusty Krab burger sucks too.
Have you tried that?
Yeah.
It's not good.
No, it's just like it tastes waxy.
Yeah, it's just a freaking jelly thing. I don't know.
Alright, how about Twizzlers? I don't like Twizzlers. The
See-
cherry flavored Twizzlers,
See,
specifically that.
well, it's different because like Twizzlers are good if they're in an MRE.
Yeah. Twizzler bites. I don't know, man. Like Twizzlers.
The
is
smaller
one
the
of those-
Twizzler, the more flavor it has, I think.
This
black
is true.
licorice.
But I
I
feel
don't
like
like black
Twizzlers are the kind of candy that you're just supposed to play with, especially the rip apart ones. Because I like
All
the rip apart
all
Twizzlers.
Twizzlers
Not
are-
all of them. I'm talking about like they're about that damn big,
Mhm.
and they have like individual strands that you can peel off, and it's a lot nicer than the like.
I like how you
wax
stressed
sticks.
without messing up your makeup.
Yeah,
I'm messing up.
that was good.
I don't want to mess it up.
That was good.
They worked really hard on our makeup.
I'm glad this is spooky season.
I love
Spooky season makes me so happy.
It feels so weird.
What feels weird?
Just the face. My face feels weird.
It
I mean-
looks better than normal. It makes your facial hair look good. I like how you're drinking your beer where you don't mess up your lipstick.
I have lipstick all over my beard. All over it.
Well, you know what you need to do?
Mm.
Carry on,
Yeah.
you'll carry on.
Where the hell did you? All right.
So another good candy. I'm kidding. I'm not talking about good candy anymore. If you give out fruit or fucking vegetables for Halloween,
My God.
you're a goddamn monster.
No.
What about microwave popcorn?
Toothbrushes.
I'm okay with popcorn.
I'm okay with microwave.
Because
No.
after you're done, you take that popcorn and you go home and you watch a scary movie.
What about popcorn balls? How do you feel about those? I feel
I
like they're a
don't
lot
like
harder
them.
to eat.
all right.
I feel like you're trying too hard.
Yeah, I feel like if
You're a goddamn tryhard, and I'm not gonna
So
take
it's,
it.
it's like in the shape of an apple.
No, it's just a popcorn ball.
A bowl.
I know what you're. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's holding it together?
caramel, I think.
I don't
Some
know,
kind of
I
noise.
don't want that.
And I don't want a candied apple either.
Mm-mm.
No.
What you should do is you should slice the apple and caramel that and candy that.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Because that whole apple, like,
Right.
it's too much.
I don't know. I think the novelty of the candy apple is the fact that it's on a stick.
Dude, you want to know what's? I started thinking about. You know what's really gross? Remember bobbing for apples?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All them people.
All those people with all the snot. Like, I was in the army. We did a Halloween thing.
Well, we all wore the same lipstick today, so.
Yeah, that's because we transferred it by kissing each other
Oh.
to practice to where we're good for our wives.
Yeah.
Yeah, men.
Because we're all married here. Surprisingly.
But so we did a trunk or treat at my unit. And me and my buddy Benny's like, we're not going to have the best one, but we're going to have the funnest one. So we did like bobbing for apples, we did tag with flashlights.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And then we scared the shit out of him by popping out of a trunk. And after like the third kid bob for apples, I just looked at him like, this is fucking gross. We don't need to do this ever. And he's like, we used to do this all the time. I think it was so cool as a kid. It's just like snot and saliva.
I think that's why they got to that.
Like one kid comes out and has like snot hanging out his nose.
You're gonna make them throw up. I think they moved away from the bobbing for apples, and a lot of people have done like the
after COVID. Yeah.
No, even before COVID, like whenever people
fucking
realized how nasty it was, they would take the apple and hang it from like a string, and you have to bite it that way. And then they just get a different apple for each.
I don't trust my friends enough because y'all would hit me in the face. Because I know I would hit y'all in the face with an apple and laugh.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
So
but you're not blindfolded when you do it.
So Halloween, we're gonna do trick or treat here, I think, because they do give out full size candy bars. Are we hooking up Big Red to a trailer from Nanny Nancy's putting hay bales on it?
I have a trailer in my house.
Oh shit! You want to go get some hay bales?
I need hay bales. That's all I need is hay bales.
Fuck yeah, let's do that.
Yep. And Emmett's gonna be Charlie Brown, and Charlie's gonna be Snoopy.
Isla's going to be Cruella, and me and Jess are going to be Dalmatians.
I forget what we're going to be, but I know Sophia wants to be a witch.
I think we should. I want to do the Addams Family one year, or the Blues Brothers.
Look, one year, I need to get Nolan and Emmett, or Thomas and Emmett, and they can be Terrence and Phillip.
Hey, guy.
That'd be fucking awesome. That'd be great. Hey, buddy.
I'm not your buddy.
Hey, buddy. And their heads come apart when they talk.
Oh, let me know how that works.
It'll work.
It'll work.
Science, bitches.
Science.
Stupid science, bitches. Stupid make I more smarter. So, 'tis the season. I asked on the very first episode, John Bon and Crash, this question. Now I will ask y'all. Okay. Top 2 horror movies and worst horror movie.
Okay.
What is your top 2 horror films?
Alright, so my top 2 horror films. The first one was Paranormal Activity.
That was my first one because John Bon told the story.
I mean, it was the first Paranormal Activity.
Yep, like, John Bon told the story about me and him going to.
Because I mean, whenever I went with you guys, yeah, there were some jump scares and shit like that.
There wasn't really. It was just like eerie.
And I don't like that. I don't like that uncomfortable feeling type thing. You know, like where you watch something and you're like, oh, I don't like how I feel afterwards. Mm-hmm. You know.
Need to sleep with the lights on.
And I remember this. This is like whenever. This was 2009? 8?
I don't remember. I think it's 2007.
No.
It was around that time though.
Alright.
Because I think it was like around my freshman year, so 2008.
It's whenever.
2007.
It's whenever.
Nerds.
I was close.
It's whenever YouTube was in its fetal stages. Alright? And I remember going home, and I had a laptop, a laptop for Christmas that year, and I turned on the laptop, and I was watching YouTube in bed, and there was a video of a kid that was standing in the doorway of his bathroom, and the mom was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm waving at that guy," and like there was he was looking up at the vent in the bathroom. She was like, "There's nobody up there." He's like, "Yeah, there's someone up there."
That's fucking terrifying.
And like fucking pointing that shit like that, you know. And it's stuff like that that would just like freak me the fuck out because like the kid's face.
Just think about how you had a kid
that there was something up there, and he was like, "Look, there's the hand. Look at his hand," you know. And like the kid explained this. Yeah, throw that kid out.
Throw that kid out. Get a new fucking kid.
Yeah, the kid with schizophrenia.
I'd say
congratulations.
Get rid of the house first, and if it follows the kid, then get rid of the kid.
So
it's obviously attached.
That was some scary shit. I did not like that at all whatsoever. Not even a little tiny fucking bit. I didn't like that. And going home and watching that video afterwards just made me a little bit more uneasy. I didn't like that at all.
So would you say that was the best movie or the worst?
That was the best one. That was the
scariest.
That was the scariest effing one. And there was another one that I watched whenever I was little, and I kind of toughed it out with my cousins because I didn't want to be a little bitch. But The Exorcist.
The original one?
The original
OG Exorcist. You can't beat it. I mean,
no, you can't.
like you can watch it now and it's kind of like meh because the effects aren't what it is. But
back
like
then-
at the time,
Just seeing the girl in bed with the whole zombified.
your mom's sucking cock in hell.
Yeah,
And you're like,
that.
what the fuck?
Right. I learned words.
Oh yeah, obviously. You learn a lot of words.
I learned a lot of words.
I learned cunt.
That was in there?
Uh-huh.
What?
Cunt.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Spell it?
See you next Tuesday.
Oh, that word. Or I think it was C-U-C-K.
No.
I was like, why is that?
No. She said something about like
Oh, yes.
the priest.
Oh,
Yeah. I learned that word, and
Yep.
I learned real soon that you shouldn't probably use that word.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah, like at first I was like, "This is a fun word," and then it was like, "This isn't a fun word." Oh, Dad, stop!
Yeah, a lot of people like string that word out too. A lot of people say it, and I was like, it's one of my words.
I like how Jim Jeffries is bringing it back though.
Yeah, he's great. Well,
So-
it's Australian, like
Oh, that-
all of Australia uses that
I
word.
thought he was British.
No, it's Australian.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
All right, Sebastian, what's your top 2 horror films?
I don't know about top 2, but I could tell you the worst one, and I know this because I broke into the movie theater to watch this because it was one of those rated R movies, and I was like 15 at the time,
Mhm.
hanging out with a bunch of like seniors or whatever. Splice. Have you ever seen Splice?
Is that the one where the monster fucks both of the
Yes.
creators?
So
yeah, I've
it's
seen
like
Splice.
they genetically create this thing.
I put that more in the sci-fi genre though.
It was horror, but yes, it was also sci-fi. I mean,
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, it's like Alien.
yeah, it was like the stupidest thing. Like the entire time we were watching it, and it was, first of all, it wasn't scary at all.
No.
Even though it was supposed to be a horror movie.
Uh-huh.
Second of all, it was like the ending was just like you were impregnated by this alien, and now you're just like, I'm giving myself up for research.
Yeah.
No, for research.
Now, I've given my top 2 in the very first one, but this one I've reevaluated. I'm going to say this one, the first one was 2A, this one is 2B. Because I've forgotten my love for this movie.
Yeah. A Cabin in the Woods.
Evil Dead.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen that one.
They just had a remake a few years ago. The people go in the cabin in the woods, they read from the Necronomicon.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
Cabin in the Woods. Yeah.
No, that's not it's not Cabin in the Woods. though.
Where they find a little anecdote and it determines what monster comes after them?
Nope. This is, they go to a cabin in the woods. This is before Cabin in the Woods was even thought about.
Okay.
What's his name? From
Steven Spielberg.
No, Ash vs. Evil Dead. It's a show on, and it's from this the actor from it. I can't think of his name right now, but no, it's not Sean Connery. Shut up, Eric. Anyway, they read from the Necronomicon.
The Book of the Undead.
Yes, and it is bound in human flesh, and it is wrote on human flesh. They read from it, and then the undead starts coming. They start killing each other. A tree has sex with a girl,
Fornicates with.
and she did not consent.
Okay.
I still don't think I've ever seen that.
Dude,
we'll have to watch
We need
that.
to come
I'll
up
go watch
with
it right after this.
We need
you know.
we need to come up with a different word for that word.
Yeah, we need to come up. We need to put it on the Facebook or something too, to where everybody knows whenever we say monkey, we really mean the R word.
Yeah.
But that did happen in there.
We can use hug.
The tree struggle hugged the girl.
Yeah.
Struggle cuddle.
Struggle cuddle.
Struggle cuddle.
I like that.
And then the dude winds up losing his hand, killing all of his friends because they all become possessed. Like, it's a really good film. And they did a remake that's also, I'm not going to say it's better than the original, it has better effects than the original, but it's the same story.
Mm-hmm.
So it is just as good, I think. And they don't ever show, like, the evil. It's just the camera going through the woods and stuff.
So it's like in a first-person point of view from the evil.
Like, whenever the evil comes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, it's a solid, it's my top 3.
You know one, Craig?
Yeah, it broke.
Aww.
I gotta get a new drinking horn.
Aww.
That's why I'm keeping it here as decoration, because I do love this horn. My buddy Failer gave it to me at his wedding.
Aww.
Yeah, it's well used.
Yeah, I've been using this. I love my drinking horn. I need to go get a new one. I'll probably get one at Ren Fair unless I can find a better one online sooner.
When does Ren Fair? October.
I think it's
October.
Right now. October, December.
No, I don't think it's right now.
Fair.
Yeah, I know.
In Hammond?
Yes, because they do New Year's, I believe, or like around Christmas. I'm pretty sure it's like
I think it's November,
December.
Yeah, it's November, December.
Yeah, I'll go. That's fun.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll go to Ren Fair.
I'll love to
Go drink some meat, get Big Daddy Kane, do a pod there.
Yeah.
Bring your laptop, we'll do a pod at the Ren Fair.
I
We
like
can
it.
bring this.
I like it.
Do that.
Done. Ren Fair pod coming at you.
So, real quick, or not real quick, we're just going to switch here from. Well, we already did Urban Legends, didn't we?
We did the Rougarou.
We hit on Urban Legends, so I'm going to talk about a movie that is a scary movie that came out pretty recently and is also one of those Hispanic urban legends. I can't pronounce it because I'm not Hispanic, but it's like La Llorona.
Yeah.
That one was actually a pretty good movie.
I don't like reading subtitles.
I have to because I'm deaf.
I'm deaf too.
When I dream in Spanish, there are subtitles.
But that was an actually pretty good movie, and it follows pretty closely to their urban legend.
Dude, one of my favorite things to do is watch the shitty horror films on like Netflix and Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I love doing it because
What is
all the movies are crap.
What is that one with the beavers? You know what I'm talking about? It's like, oh my gosh, they're like Zombievers or something.
Zombievers.
Yeah, that one was terrible.
Yeah, Zombievers are awful. But like, it's satire for the sake of satire.
Mm-hmm. It's still pretty funny to watch, but at the same time, it's just like, why did I just watch that?
Yeah. So if y'all were ranking scariest haunted houses in Louisiana, which haunted house would you say you have to go to when visiting here?
I mean, everybody's gonna say 13th Gate.
No. I think he means like actually haunted, like the Myrtle Plantation.
Is that what you mean?
Either or.
Is that what you mean? All right. So right down the road off of 16, they have a badass haunted corn maze. You know, and believe it or not, do you know why? Like, did you know that the Indians called corn maze because it's so easy to get lost in that fucking field?
I believe they're Native American.
No. It's the Indians.
It's just a bunch of people from India.
No. It's the ones on the front of the butter container.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. They took that off. They're Native American. Indians are from India. Native Americans are native to America.
All right.
American.
All right. I'm gonna pretend we're back in preschool when they taught us about cowboys and Indians.
Jeez.
It's hard for me to unlearn some things. I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
So.
I do have a story about that too. But it's more about me being like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Politically incorrect, unintentionally.
I just like getting embarrassed shit.
No, I don't like doing anything like out of out of malice, like anything. Like whenever I say something, I don't mean to intentionally hurt someone's feelings, unless I do. But I mean, like you'll know.
I don't mean to hurt your feelings.
I don't mean to do it unless I do.
No, but
And you should know.
Yeah, you'll know if I meant to hurt your feelings.
No, I just like giving you shit.
No, you'll know if I did. There's this one doctor, and I feel comfortable saying her name because, not meaning any racism by it, but there are a million of these doctors. The doctor's name was Dr. Patel.
I knew it.
All right. So, I'm working at a big hospital in Baton Rouge. All right. And Dr. Patel gave me one of her patients to go see. And I go to see this patient. This patient's not doing well at all. And I was like, shit, this patient needs to go to ICU. So
I see you too.
Yeah. So like I'm walking out the room, get on my phone. I call Dr. Patel. She didn't answer. And then I see Dr. Patel leave the nurse's station and walk away from me down the hallway. And so I'm like, Dr. Patel. And I walk a little bit faster. I was like, Dr. Patel. She doesn't turn and look at me. And I say it louder, and this lady turns around, and she is actual Indian, and it's not Dr. Patel. And she goes, "Pardon me, young man, but not every brown doctor is Dr. Patel." And then it hits a stairwell.
Wow.
And I don't know who this person was. I still have not figured out who this person was. But, I mean, that's just the kind of shit I get into. You know, I was like, before I could say, "I'm sorry,"
I didn't.
this woman disappears into the darkness of
Was she
a
like,
corridor.
"Sorry, N.P. Smith."
Yeah, no shit. No shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like they give me a card key that opens every door in that hospital, and they're like, "Oh, does that card come with any privileges?" And I was like, "Yeah, one big white one." Jesus.
No, I was asking about the haunted houses because I was looking online, and you can spend the night in like Marie Laveau's house and shit like that.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
Fuck that.
Nobody wants to go with me?
No,
I didn't say that.
Okay.
You know who would love to go with you?
Oh, I know.
My wife.
Sebastian's wife
Shout out to you, babe.
is a witch, and we should burn her.
She turned me into a newt.
You got better.
Well, I got better.
You know better. Oh my god.
But yeah, I would be down to go and stay the night at a haunted house and film it.
Okay.
And Sebastian's sister also said that she'd get us VIP tickets to Rise.
Hey, that place is pretty good. I've been there once since I've moved back to Louisiana, and I had a great time. Like, they encourage you to get into character. And apparently, I got so into character that the people around me were starting to freak out. They thought I was part of the act.
Well, see, the haunted house I liked the most, they used to do it by LSU. I don't know if they still do it. It was like at the Ag Center. And you were walking basically into a movie. They were trying to make that feel. And like you started off in the theater, and then like it went to Scream, and then you went to like Friday the 13th, and then, you know, Halloween. And it was a really cool, I forgot what it was called. It was before the 13th Gate became like a big thing.
Was it Carnival?
It might have been Carnival. But it was my favorite haunted house, and I used to go there every single year until they closed it down.
I wish I'd have gone there.
Oh,
I wasn't
dude,
around for that time.
It was so great.
Not in this area.
I mean, I feel that if you're exposed to, I feel that you need to be exposed to haunted houses whenever you're younger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
So that way you're not a little bitch about it whenever you get to high school and people are like, "Hey, you want to go to a haunted house?" And you're like, "No." You know.
Well, see, my uncle used to terrorize me.
Are you trying to?
No, like, do you remember John Bond?
Oh, John Bond's still like that.
Yeah. I mean, and like, as big as this fucking door.
Yeah, they've seen John.
John's a big man. And
Big muff. BMF.
Yeah.
Big motherfucker.
That needs to be a t-shirt. That needs to be a t-shirt. We need to get one of those for him.
Well, you take a poll then. Who would wear a BMF shirt?
Yeah,
John.
Yeah, John.
I would.
John would.
Yep.
It's kind of, you got to write on the
Struggle
fact that
goal.
says big, and not some people just go like, "Oh, it'd be bad."
Nope, it's big.
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 John's not bad. John's a good guy.
He really is. So, in Spirit, Barrett has told us a horror story
Have I?
about the kid seeing the ghost.
I thought it was about the Dr. Patel.
No,
Sebastian.
no. But I do have something I want to cover in the spirit of Halloween. But
Go ahead.
go right now.
I was going to say Sebastian would give us a horror story if he had one.
I mean, I really have not come across the scary side of the supernatural. I have had encounters. So I used to work at this restaurant downtown Hammond. It was called Black and Brew. It was fairly new. What? It's not there anymore.
It's Black and Brew.
Black and Brew. Anyway, so they had this freaking
You're deaf.
display thing on the wall that had a plexiglass window, basically. And I watched this thing come up out of its little sheathing and like fly across the restaurant. It was the craziest thing I think I've ever seen. Didn't necessarily scare me. I was like, huh, that's not natural.
No.
But I mean, as far as scary goes, I haven't really had that many scary experiences.
So you just told us that you saw something levitate and fly across the room?
Yeah.
I'll tell you something creepy that happened to me if I'm doing a story, then we can give it to you. Okay, Bear?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Whenever I was a kid, my little brother Garrett would always, he had an imaginary friend named Sonny. And he would talk to Sonny. Sonny would read him stories. Sonny would play with him. He described Sonny to a T. His father, Darren, R.I.P., heard him talking to somebody and goes, "Who are you talking to?" I said, "Sonny." Darren turned pale, pulled out a book. His dad, who died 40 years ago, name was Sonny, described him to a T. And Garrett pointed at it and said, That's Sonny, that's my friend."
That's creepy.
I mean,
I don't like that.
we really should have gotten my wife in here because she could tell you all kinds of stories about that. 'Cause
I'm gonna get her
apparently,
here in a second.
We can still get her.
Yeah, I'm gonna get her in here in a second.
But apparently, like, that's a whole gene. Like, you know how mutations work? Like, if you're lactose intolerant,
I know.
that's not, you're considered not mutated, but if you can drink milk, you're mutated. It's like a whole gene. Like, they're mediums. They can literally communicate with the dead. And my wife's side of the family has that gene. So I'm pretty sure my daughter's going to be like that. And that's kind of terrifying. As long as the spirit's okay, though, they can stay there. I don't care.
Okay, Barrett.
Okay.
Sorry,
so
that fucked you up?
a little bit. A little bit.
Goosebumps.
So, do y'all have recurrent dreams that creep you the fuck out?
Nope.
You still have them every once in a
I
while?
don't remember my dreams at all.
No.
But I take meds to sleep.
Yeah. Thanks, medication.
Thanks, drugs!
So whenever I was little, I used to have my room was across the hallway from my parents' room, and my room had like one half of the room was tan, and the other half was like a plaid green, and they had like wallpaper strips at the top. All right, and it was deer, you know, and it went all the way around, and I had a dream catcher. And the dream catcher was a blue dream catcher, and it came with white feathers on it. But whenever I killed my first turkey, I pulled turkey feathers out of it and replaced some of the feathers with turkey feathers. And then I hit a whippoorwill with my four-wheeler, and I pulled some of the feathers off of the whippoorwill. And then put that. It's a very strange bird to hit with a four-wheeler.
Mhm.
You know, it's just a very strange thing to happen. So I did that. And anyway, you know, from the time that I was very little, you know, I used to dream the same nightmare over and over. And I still have it now, except that now I know immediately when it's a nightmare, because the dream takes place in the room whenever I was a kid, you know. And I would dream that my dad would come in, and he would tell me goodnight, and he would shut the door. So I would dream that my dad would come in, and he would tell me goodnight, and you know, he'd get me ready for bed, and he'd get up and he'd leave, and he would turn the light off, and he would shut the door. And I knew immediately it was a nightmare because I would wake up and I wouldn't be able to move, and the light would be on, and my dream catcher would no longer be there. So, and I would see the light in the hallway underneath the door of my room, and then the light would turn off, and then you would see from the head of the bed, the foot of the bed, horns, like ram horns, like from a fucking goat. And I'm telling you, like the body of this creature was fucking jacked. It was like John Cena, right? And so it would have the head of a goat and the body of John Cena, and I don't remember what the bottom of it looked like, but he would jump up and he would put his hands on the bed and like throw his body over, and then stand on my feet and walk up my body, and his head would be like right here to me. And I remember, like, it was...
Is it like a sleep paralysis thing?
Kinda.
That's exactly what it sounds
Kinda. And, like, like the pupils are rectangular, you know?
Yeah.
He was that close, you can see it?
Yeah, I mean, like, he would put his face to mine, and then, poof, he would turn into black smoke, and I would hold my breath so I wouldn't breathe him in. And I think that's what wakes me up every time, is because I hold my breath, because I don't want to breathe in the dust. And, you know, whenever I was little, growing up, it would be hard for me to tell, hey, this is a bad dream, until I couldn't fucking move. But now, you know, I'm in a new house, and I dream that I'm in my old room. You know, I'm also 32 years old, and my father shouldn't be in my room telling me good night.
He should be.
That's another little part of it. But yeah, I mean that's fucking creepy to me. You know, I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. You
They
still
say-
having these dreams?
Yeah, they say if you're dreaming and you're having a nightmare, the two things you can do to snap yourself out of it is look for a reflection or look at your hands.
Well, I'm stuck in.
Yeah, but if you can find like your reflection somewhere or something like that, like they say that's two ways to know you're dreaming.
He can't see.
What if your reflection's fucked up? What if you look in the mirror and you look fucked up?
Oh, you're possessed.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
So you have a little Beelzebuddy.
like, what if you look in the mirror and like you look at a decaying you or something?
Maybe you're already dead.
Like I said, that's just your Beelzebuddy.
Well, he's never hurt me, but I mean,
Yeah.
He wants you to know that he's
he
there.
wants you to know that he's fucking there. 'Cause he's present. He is present.
So, we're at a crossroads right now in this podcast. We can go the route we've been going, or we can call in a witch.
What's the witch?
Sebastian's wife.
Oh, yeah,
My wife is a witch.
absolutely, yeah.
You can call her in?
Let's get her in.
I need some.
Okay, so we will not have a witch on this podcast, but this is the one who did our makeup. Big shout out.
Right.
Hold on.
Now put your hand on the desk. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
Madeline.
I can't believe she's doing this stupid shit.
Should I not be?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm just messing with you. She's the one that did all of our fantastic makeups. She works right now at Rise Haunted House. She's gonna hook us up with some VIP tickets, hopefully, and we're gonna try to sneaky film there.
Hopefully, yes. We can get them VIP tickets, and like that just means that they get to skip the line, they get to go in quicker, and like all the owners and the managers will run through the whole house and tell everybody VIP, VIP, VIP. Like they're very important. So give them like the best show possible. So.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah, I hate it.
So what are some of the scariest experiences that you have had at the haunted house?
Well, before I worked there, just like the actors in general, the thing that got me the worst was going into the asylum, which was the very first attraction I went through. They separate you from your group, and so they'll like this nurse and this doctor's coming along with a light, checking your eyes, sniffing you, and like this one's sick, this one's clean, this one's sick, whatever.
Sniff you?
Yeah, like it's a touch attraction. So they get in your face and they touch you all over. It's fun. It's great to hear.
Okay.
Oh, and like, no, keep doing that because the asylum is very like it's very non-consensual.
Okay, very non.
That's a yes.
struggle couple.
Thank you.
You're welcome. They get all up in your beeswax, and so they separated me from my mom, and I went with my mom, and that was the only person that I had went with that I knew.
You let your how old?
At this time, I was like 14.
How old are you now?
How old am I now? I turned 20 in November.
Okay.
Yeah. But they separated me from my mom, and I was in the decontamination room, and the nurse says something in the intercom, presses the button, and all the lights shut out. And like it's a two-way mirror, so you're looking at yourself, but the other people can see you. So the lights cut out, and then you just hear whoosh, and all this fog goes off, and then like red lights start blinking real slow, and somebody comes out of the walls. I have no idea where they came out of, but they like lit from my ankle all the way up to my kneecap. Licked me.
Oh, they licked
They
Like-
licked me
like Daisy?
Oh, yes. It was so nasty.
Ooh.
And that one got me real bad, and I was in a room full of people I didn't know. And I grabbed on to the biggest, tallest man who just so happened to be like next to me. And
A BMF. Big motherfucker.
A big motherfucker. And I did not know who he was, but I was like 14. So I like grabbed onto the nearest thing, and my legs were off of the floor. Like, it was pretty rad.
She found a John Bond.
I've never been. Yeah, she did. That might have been him.
It might have.
It might have been him. Yeah, I've never been licked by a stranger.
Well, like, I felt them in their dark, and it was just their hands. And then whenever the light started flashing, I looked down, and the dude who licked me is now one of my very best friends in the whole wide world. His name is Shenard. Shenard.
How old was he?
At the time, I don't know, but now he's 25.
So he was.
Did he like sniff your leg before he licked it?
Probably.
So it's statutory at that time. That's definitely illegal.
Wait, how old? You were 14 at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
Definitely
It's okay.
illegal.
It's okay, I forgive him just because we're like best homies now. But like behind the scenes, like now that I work there, like nothing scares me anymore because like the magic has been debunked.
Mm-hmm.
So like I know how all of it works now.
So he was about 20 years old when it happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Yes.
Have you had any real life horror experiences? Anything with the occult, paranormal?
Not quite. I mean, every time I think of like, oh man, this one time happened at this one place, but like, it always, like, Kaylin and Sebastian will be like, ugh, it was just the AC, but I refuse to believe it. Like, at the house in Denham that they live at, the house in that place somewhere that they live at.
Wait, we're not supposed to say that?
No, they can say that. I don't know why she's being weird.
Anyways, like, there's always these weird, like, noises, and they're always like, oh, it's the AC just, and I don't believe it. Like, I don't know if I'm, like, a little schizo, but I swear to God, things have said words. I swear.
What kind of words?
Like, there was one time, it was late as hell, and I was going to throw something away in the kitchen, and I heard, I lifted up the trash thingy, and I heard, hey, and nobody was home. I swear it. And then I told Sebastian and Kaylin, they're like, no.
It's just the AC.
It's just, the AC told you hello. Or like, it was, everybody was gone, and it was me and my boyfriend. I was in the shower, and he was in the hallway waiting for me to get out. And it sounded like Sebastian screaming, but like in Sophia's room. But it was just AC.
It is things you cannot explain that brings us to this season, Halloween. Thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
Do you have any other things you would like to talk about? Horror, Halloween related? What's your favorite horror movie?
Horror movie?
The Thing?
No, can't say that it is.
The Thing's a good movie.
I
It
think
really is. It's underrated.
y'all
Don't
are
you think?
full of shit. That's what I think.
The Thing's a really nice movie.
It's pretty bad.
The Thing really means well.
I think if I watched it out of the context that I watched it in, I still would have the same feelings.
The Thing has the best of intentions.
The Thing's really awkward, but the Thing grows on you.
The thing is definitely on the spectrum, so you can't.
Well, stop. The more you watch the Thing, I think the more you like the Thing.
But also
the worse you like it at the same time.
Yeah, also you want to drown the Thing sometimes.
Sometimes.
The
But
Thing,
Since you
a lot of the times you're like, you know what?
Since you hardcore know the Thing is on the spectrum, you have to like it in a sense.
Do we know the Thing's on the spectrum?
we're pretty sure the Thing is on the
I think
spectrum.
we know the Thing is on the spectrum.
Okay, so what is your favorite horror
Alright,
movie?
wait, time out. Let's say we know that. Let's say you're exclusively dating the Thing.
I don't think I would accept
Not the Thing, just a thing. A thing that you're attracted to. And you know it's on the spectrum, but you're not.
But what if you are like a little?
Do you feel bad if you hook up?
I don't know, does your wife feel bad? Oh! Slam dunk!
Damn.
Rad coming from the back corner. Whoosh!
Goddamn. Oh. Since it's happened repeatedly, I don't think so. I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say that part. Oh god.
So, what is your
I'm
favorite
holding a
horror
baby.
movie?
He looks so pretty.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of him.
We gotta get going though. It's 9 o'clock right now.
Oh,
Okay. One last thing I want to tell y'all about Sean Vincent Gillis.
yes.
For those of you thinking Derek Todd Lee is the only serial killer in Baton Rouge, around the same time there was a man called Sean Vincent Gillis. His alias is the other Baton Rouge killer. I actually know somebody who was friends with this man.
Jeez.
Yes. You remember John, who came here for my birthday a couple years ago?
Yeah. He knew the dude?
The dude used to go to his house and was friends with him. I have a book about it. He was a convenience store employee. He was a serial killer, a serial struggle novelist, a cannibal, a necrophiliac, and a stalker once.
Once?
Yeah, once.
Oh.
One time stalker.
One
One time
time.
stalker.
Let's see. He's a necrophiliac, cannibalistic serial killer, serial cuddler, and the one-time stalker whose murders conceded that of Derek Todd Lee. So some of the people that they killed intermixed. So they don't know some of the people that died if it was this guy, Sean, or Derek Todd Lee.
Uh-oh.
He was arrested in 2004. He was an alcoholic who struggled from a mental illness, obviously. He held his dad actually tried to kill him at one point, held a gun to his head. What else? He went to Redemptorist High School in the 7th
Fuck
grade.
off! No way! Did he really?
Did you say in the
No!
7th grade? He went to Redemptorist High School in the 7th grade?
No, Redemption High School started at 7th grade.
He had,
it was a junior high.
Oh.
They say he was a Satan worshiper, but they say that about every serial killer.
No,
so
no,
take that with a grain of thought.
That's a typo. That's a Stan. Stan worshiper.
Yeah, whatever.
Worship Stan.
I mean, they smoked a little bit of weed when he was like 17.
But
He is a graduate of Redemptorist High School.
What year?
It didn't say, but it does say he graduated from Redemptorist High School.
Alright, we gotta look this up.
That is me and Barrett and John's alma mater.
Wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute. We knew people
Yes.
in the 70s?
I think it's like in. No, he was born in '64,
Oh.
so it'd probably be 70s,
In
80s.
the 80s?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I got people that text.
Oh, yeah. He murdered his first victim, 81-year-old Ann Bryant.
He murdered an 81-year-old?
In 1994 was his first victim.
Man, why you gotta wait to kill somebody when they're 81?
He got caught in
Well, they don't have
2004.
that
We are
much
going to actually research this with some of our alumni, and we will get back to you on this. Y'all have a happy Halloween. I'm really excited. I'd love to keep going, but we got shit we got to do. Thank you. Like, subscribe, re-like. Everybody come back. Come on the pod. Hit us up for any merch, any content you want to hear, and I appreciate y'all. I'm out.
Take it easy.